Yeah, decide if you was amusing, don't stop now. Shake to the top now. Yep, mommy got me hot now. That's what Diddy was talking about when he said he needed love to make his heart stop pounding. She took it on down. Giggle in the front, I'm thinking what to do now.
It's Sunday and of course I'm in the kitchen. I never come in here with a plan. I just be taking stuff out and seeing what happens. One thing I hate is touching meat, raw meat. But I be trying my best to make sure it's clean and stuff so I don't feel like gross when I'm eating it. And usually I'll have gloves, but I ran out and haven't got a chance to get any ones. So I'm just fighting for my life here. I've been trying to figure out how to transition from making big family meals to just like a small 3-person meal. But obviously I haven't yet to do that. And most of the time I'm in here, I don't even know what I'm doing for real. I'll be sitting there and I'll watch like 30 TikToks and then I'll just go off of what I see. Like pulling this stuff back right here was so gross to me. But I was like, all the other ones took it off, so maybe it needs to come off. But I did feel real professional because it came off in one little strip and I didn't have to like pull multiple pieces off. Then I had to be extra and try to trim off all the fat or all the pieces that I thought looked funny. But honestly, the way I am with meat when I be cooking it, and I just like find myself cutting off a lot or like throwing half of it away. So maybe I need to just give it up and stop eating it instead of like sitting here doctoring it and cutting every piece off that I feel looks iffy, especially when it comes to chicken. Like I'll sit there for like an hour cleaning chicken, cutting half of it off, throwing it away. Like it'll be big at first, but by the time I'm done with it, it's not big no more. And I don't even know what it is, but sometimes like meat be tasting too much like meat for me. Like you ever eat some chicken and it tastes a little bit too much like chicken and it just make your whole appetite disappear? That's me. Then I find myself having to make rice with everything so that I can actually eat it. Like if the rice masks the flavor or something, but really it doesn't. Even when I go out to eat, like if they got white rice on the menu, I'm getting that. Just so I can mix it up. So I can but then I find myself picking out the meat and just eating the rice. Which I'm like, that was a waste. And I don't know what it is about lemon, apple cider vinegar, and a little salt water. I feel like it just makes it taste a little better. Makes me feel like it's a little bit more clean after it soaks in there for a good 30-40 minutes. Mind you, I started this at like 6 o'clock in the morning because I woke up way too early. And I was like, you know what? The longer I let it soak, the cleaner it'll be. So I just left it in the refrigerator. But then I fell asleep and then I woke back up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely supposed to be cooking right now, especially because I like leaving them in the oven for like 3 hours so that they can, be done. But anyways, after I washed them off and I peeled the membrane back, I think that's what they're called, and I cut the fat off, I let them soak in the apple cider vinegar, the lemon, the salt water for like 40 minutes in the refrigerator. And then I took it out, drained it, washed it again. Had to do that, that last wash just to wash off the salt and, all the stuff it was sitting in for the time it was in the refrigerator. And I laid out the foil because that's what I'm going to wrap it in after I season it and I let it go in the oven. When it came to seasoning it, I really didn't have a plan. I just went in the seasoning cabinet and I just grabbed what looked good. So I got brown sugar, salt, pepper, seasoning salt, some cayenne pepper, some Creole seasoning, some Kinder's, I think it's like wood fire seasoning, some Longhorn. And I didn't end up using the salt because after I put all that in there, I was like, I don't want it to be too salty, so I didn't use the salt. And I didn't really measure either. I was just dumping it in there. I was like, you know what? We're just going to season until something tells me not to. And this seasoning right there I got from Sam's Club. It's really good. Really, really good. So I used a lot of it. And I did throw in some Italian seasoning too. So after I mixed it all, I noticed I didn't make enough. So you'll see me adding in a little bit more seasoning throughout the video into the bowl and mixing it together once I got close to, patting everything down. Me watching this, I'm wondering why I didn't just make the hole bigger instead of sitting here struggling to get it to come out. so I made sure to cover the back as much as possible in the seasoning combination that I made. And after I seasoned it, I patted it in instead of rubbing it. After I got everything all seasoned, I did 3 scoops of butter so I can make sure that it didn't dry out while it was cooking in the oven. After it was wrapped up all snug, I let it sit for 20 minutes before I put it in the oven. I did end up leaving it in the oven on 350 for 3.5 hours, which was longer than I planned, but I fell asleep, so it was in there a little longer than I would have liked, but it's okay. So I ended up flipping it over and draining the remaining liquid out, and then I put it in the oven for about 20 minutes uncovered.
I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice, poetic justice.
And then I took it out of the oven, I sauced it, and then I put it back in the oven on broil for about 20 minutes, and then I got started on the sides.
I really wanna know you all, I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game home is sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
For the rice, I did 3 cups of rice, washed it 3 to 4 times just until it was clear enough for me, and then I did 1 cup of water for each cup of rice that I made. For the mac, before straining it, I saved a little bit of the pasta water to mix with some milk and water because I was low on milk, so I used some of the pasta water to keep the moisture. After that, I got started on the beans, so I browned some ground beef, seasoned it with salt, pepper, seasoning salt, and a few vegetables, not too many because not everybody in my house eats them.
where'd you go? Girl, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like a horizon. With you tonight is on a violin. Yeah. It's about time I'm waking up. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I didn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just to know you want you. So I come close, I want you. Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've had this place on nothing. Take you there, take you. Show you something, give you more than words. We've had this place on nothing. Take you there, take you there. Take you there. Won't you fill me up till my cup's overflowing? I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me, baby. It's about time we're making up time. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just to know you want you. So come close, want you. Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've had this place on nothing. Take you there, take you. Show you something, give you more than words. We've had this place on nothing. Take you there, take you. Show you something, give you more than words. We've had this place on nothing.
I'm trying to cherish the moment, decide if you was amusing. She poppin', she groovin', I like how she moving. Show girl. Damn, I'm falling for the girl, getting loose on the wall in her Darion.